Yeah, Ashley, I wish I could undo that whole fucking live. There are people who do not seem to understand how that went down. So I'm fixing to clear some things up for some people. This shit has just gotten way out of hand. Apparently there was a lot wrong with it. I don't even want to be at the beach. I'm so damn irritated. Take me somewhere on fire. Shit. I understand that people have their opinions, and that's what this is about, and we're all supposed to have our opinions. I sent W a Yeti. Was it a Yeti or a Stanley? Maybe it was a Stanley. I don't know. I sent her a Stanley and something else that was some gift. Just for positive, you're doing good. Just keep going, keep whatever. I've donated cat food. I donated to the satire. I like W. I've thought her satires are funny. I've always liked her. I've tried to give her positive encouragement. I've tried to be there for her and just say, hey, like, things will get better, or however. I don't agree with the 20K GoFundMe, and I'm allowed to say that. I don't give a fuck who that pisses off. I don't fucking care. 20K is unrealistic. GoFundMe for lawyers for this shit. I don't care what anyone says. That's my opinion. And here's a big shock to all of you. She knew that opinion before I came on a live yesterday. I came on a live yesterday because I just left. Whose live was she in? Cliff Notes for Anna, I think. And that live was hectic. So I left and I just came live over here on my page. I spoke my opinion about it, and people in the chat were saying that her GoFundMe was recently set up. She started messaging me through text message, and it was running across my phone. I told her she was more than welcome to a box if she wanted one. She'd come over here. I told her my side. She tried to say her side. I told her I didn't agree with the 20K. Her and OG speak outside of this live that happened yesterday. This wasn't an attack on her, and she knew that.
I felt it was a discussion.
Yes, she could have came in the chat and she could have defended herself as well. I think that's how she started before she got in the box. And I was reading her comments in the chat. This wasn't an attack on W. And those of you that took it that way, I'm sorry, it is what it is. That wasn't ever the intent, was to start a live, bring W up here, and everybody just go in on her. I tried to tell OG to wait a second and let W finish what she was saying. I tried to be as respectful as I could. I should have never turned those fucking comments back on. That is where I fucked up. I fucked up by turning the comments on and letting the chat have a say, because that's when it got crazy, if you ask me.
I want to apologize.
But I thought everybody had the right to questions and an opinion and to have something to say.
I apologize because I did come in hot with questions, but my questions are valid.
I would think that questions are valid when someone's asking for 20K. I think that people have a right to have that mathed in their head. I think they have a right to understand what she's trying to do with that. I think that everybody had a right in the situation. Apparently, except for Psychobunny, and I wasn't supposed to say anything. These messages that I'm getting on the back end, I'm not even replying. And I know you know exactly who I'm talking to because you're probably listening right now. Fuck you. I am not replying to that message. Fuck you. You knew too. Why didn't you do something? You're going to put that off on me? No. I don't remember ever coming on here and rallying. I remember saying that Andy, that this was covered, that was covered. I remember saying things were covered, but I don't remember saying he needs this. You guys, can anybody help donate to that? I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying he needs this. The kids need this. We need y'all to do this. I don't remember saying those things. I'm sure that live will surface. If it does, thank you. And bring it to my attention, because I don't remember going hard. What I remember going hard for and saying is that Andy's got it covered. People were going to the fucking wish list for Christmas. Is that what you're referring to? I can't do shit about anybody getting money off the back end on this app. I can't do anything about it. There's nothing that I can do. I can tell people that they shouldn't spend their money on this, but I can't tell them what to do. People are ultimately going to do what they want to do. People are ultimately going to do what they want to do. I am just appalled. I don't even know what to say. I shouldn't even have come on here because I don't even know what to say. I'm sorry for those of you who feel like W was attacked on this live yesterday. She wasn't attacked and ran off this app. That is not what happened. She uninstalled the app because she didn't want to deal with the bullshit anymore.
That's valid.
I tried to keep it. I don't know. Fuck, it's not my job to keep everybody in line, and I should be able to have an opinion too. Villain also doesn't back that GoFundMe, and that's okay. Those are the opinions that people have formed on their own with it. On the same stance, she completely backs W getting justice for the way that the things that they have done to her, as do I. I think that you people are getting misled that because I don't support the GoFundMe, I don't support her. I don't support the financial part to it. The GoFundMe, I think, is ridiculous, and that's okay. That's just my opinion on it.
And I agree with you. Your money. And I don't think people should be throwing money at anyone, regardless of the situation. I didn't come on here asking for a dime. You didn't come on here asking for a dime. It was questions of validity of why is this not being handled criminally, period.
And I understand that part of it.
Being handled criminally, period.
And I understand that part of it. My thing is that nobody stepped away from backing W. Nobody stepped away from being her friend. That wasn't how that went down. We just simply said, that GoFundMe, we don't support that. And like everybody heard us say, we just agreed to disagree on it like adults. That wasn't an attack on W. She knew how I felt about it. You heard her say it.
I just think people are coming at all angles thinking people are doing wrong when they need to look in the mirror, because it's been very much public that we've said, don't give people money. You shouldn't be doing this. Now, if I wanted to send you something, that's between you and I.
I think it becomes a much bigger deal when it's made public. I think that I think the sticker shock of the money, and I understand people are saying, well, in the grand scheme of things, legally, that's not a lot of money when you're dealing with court, all of that. And I get it. But I don't think that, I don't know. I don't know why I have to keep justifying why I don't support the 20K. I just
I'll
don't.
be honest with you. I will tell you why I don't. Because she openly said, I will never get anything from these people. Okay. So I'm going to do this, this, and this. And I want you to help pay for it. And for me, there is no refund on that money. You're never going to get anything. So why are we doing this? I am a firm believer in our criminal justice system. If you have an issue, you turn around and you handle it through your law enforcement agencies. And if that doesn't work for her, she can go to the state police. And if the state police don't work, God damn it, go to the attorney general's office.
Oh, I agree. 20. I mean, exactly. That 20K is life changing money for some people.
Absolutely. And I can't justify taking money off my table for someone that's already openly saying it's going to go nowhere.
Hey, big dogs.
It's a lot to ask of people.
It was not an attack on W. If I would have orchestrated that, it would have went down way better. I can assure you of that. It kind of just happened that way, and I'm sorry that people got offended, but nobody turned their back on W. Just simply stated that I didn't, and I wasn't really involved in this anyways. If you guys didn't already know, I wasn't on the back end like helping with court stuff, or I wasn't really involved in that because I didn't understand how it all popped off. So just like the Victoria thing, or I just didn't. I did ask her some questions, and she told me the answers. But I wasn't ever a big, I wasn't on Boss Liar's side for sure. I was on W's side when it came down to that. I think that what they did to her was tasteless. I think it was crazy to send people to her house. I think it was even crazier to post her nude. As far as Nicole goes, you people heard me say in the chat, what is her name in here? I don't even know her name in here. I didn't even know who the hell she was. And then she just popped up, screamed some shit that I still don't know what she said, and ran off. All I heard her say was bye. That's what I heard. I didn't even know what her name was in here in the chat. So keep that in mind. It wasn't, as soon as she started screaming, I went to mute her and she yelled bye.
I think one of the things people are missing, Bunny, is friends can be friends and not agree on things.
I don't think so. A lot of these people think that no matter what, it's your friend and you have to support it. That's not true. Tomorrow, Chrissy, if you decide that you're going to off your neighbor, I'm not going to support that, but I'm probably going to put money on your book still.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
If that's me supporting what she's done, that's the way y'all look at shit, and I don't look at that like that.
And I felt that the questions being asked were very valid. If I go into a store and I'm going to buy a washing machine, I'm going to ask questions about that washing machine. I'm not going to just go in and say, I'll take that one.
See, and I don't know anything about Nicole. I don't know anything about the situation in that. I don't know what Nicole did to W. I don't know what W did to Nicole. I don't know shit about that. I didn't even know who she was in the chat. Y'all heard me say, Nicole's in here. What's her name? What is her name in here? Who is she? Nobody told me. I didn't know that they had that kind of a beef. I didn't know Nicole was going to come on the panel and yell and scream and act like that. I didn't know. I wish she would have been calm on my panel so I myself could have said, why in the fuck would you post someone's nudes and sit there and laugh like that behavior is okay? That's what
It's absolutely not okay. It's absolutely not okay. And people are overlooking boundaries, which is huge for me. You know that. And how do you turn around and overlook those boundaries, but then ask for a large amount of money? It all had, when I told you I was overstimulated, my head was spinning.
Yeah, I was trying to process what was happening. I never set that up as an attack on W. That wasn't how that was supposed to go down. I don't feel like that was an attack on W. I feel like she answered questions. I feel like what was out of control was the chat. If anything, I felt like the chat was out of control.
And you weren't taking questions from the chat. It's not like you're in awareness. You have nothing to do with awareness.
Yeah, I'm not anything but come on here and tell my opinions sometimes. I don't think that it's okay for anybody. And let me be specific when I say that does include Andy, because that seems to be a major factor with people right now. You support Andy, but you don't support this 20K. That doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about?
Buddy, I can say unequivocally that I support you as my friend. Do I support every decision you make? No.
Yeah, I don't expect you to. I don't support every decision you make. That's what makes us individual. I don't know. I get that and I respect that. I don't understand, however, yeah, well, people have problems with that. And this is going to get really messy really quickly because I'm not coming on here and making excuses for anybody. When I'm asked questions, I will answer them honestly, and I will
You
take
always have.
accountability where I need to. I'm not taking accountability for other people's shit. I'm just not doing it.
Nor should you.
Don't
I
come
think
at
with,
me and say, you knew about this, and I knew about it too, but I didn't say anything because of you. Fucking, you better put that jacket on somebody else because I'm not wearing that shit.
and let's be honest,
You're
we
an
were
awareness
given,
creator, right? You raise awareness on all these fucking people. So don't come at me and say, I didn't do anything because of you, but why didn't you say anything? No, ma'am. We can
and can
have
we
that
go
one
one
here too,
step
but I'm not
further?
doing that shit. You're not saddling me with that shit.
And can we go one step further? I recall, maybe my memory's fucked up because I've been dealing with a lot, but I recall at Christmas, Andy didn't ask for a damn thing for himself. We were all concerned about the girls.
People kept asking him if there was a wish list made, if there was a wish list made every day in the chat. Multiple people, is there a wish list made? Is there a wish list made? And he let Jay make a wish list. So Jay made the wish list. People were saying, I'm going to send him blah, blah, blah. There's a wish list. There's a wish list. That's what we would say. There's a wish list. I wasn't coming on here and going, don't forget to donate to the wish list today. Like, what the fuck?
And people had a choice. If they wanted to get a gift off the wish list, they could. And if they didn't want to, they didn't have to. And it was never an issue. It didn't change anything about friendships. Or it literally confuses me when I sit here and say, okay, you can get a child a Christmas gift, but you can ask for $20,000. I think it's apples and oranges when it comes to me.
I'm not saying that one's better than the other. It doesn't get that serious with me. I'm not going to come on here though and hear shit that I'm hearing on the side and act like that shit is acceptable. We're not doing that, folks. Don't say, how come you didn't know something? I knew about it, but I didn't do anything because of you. We're not doing that. And I don't know what the hell it is that you think that he got off this app that's so grand, but why don't you come on here and enlighten me? Everybody knew about the truck. What do you want me to say about dry begging? I'm pissed off.
You're seeing red, and I understand why. You're not Andy's keeper. You're not Margaret's keeper. You're not my keeper. You're not Dawn's keeper. None of it. Someone posted on YouTube about me that I'm Villain's mod. No, I am actually Chrissy. I'm friends with Villain. I
Oh yeah, I
disagree
thought
with
maybe
her.
Villain's mod would come out and say something that Villain has the same opinion. But even if they didn't, it would still
We,
be okay for Chrissy to speak her opinion, and Villain would be like, "Cool, we agree to disagree," and we move on from that. It is crazy that you have to swallow your morals and your values on here because people think you sit with a certain group. That's not the way this works.
for those that don't know me that well, whenever I go in any room, I announce myself. Hi, how
Same.
you doing?
Hey,
You know
hey,
why?
how
Because
you doing?
I hold myself to a certain set of standards that I'm not sketchy. Everything I do, I put my name on.
If you don't say hi, they think you're hiding in a room. I mean, this app is just wild.
Missy asked if Villain agrees with the 20K. No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
Absolutely not. She does not co-sign that.
But W knows that, and she knew that before that live yesterday, and she knew how I felt before that live yesterday because we spoke about it on the back end. The chat was who was shocked, I guess.
I just think people are going about everything with no boundaries and they're coming out swinging hot. And I think
And
when it boils down to it, we all can delete the app if we have an issue with it. Margaret's taking a hiatus. I mean,
and that's exactly it. I just wanted to clear up on here because people were thinking that I did support the 20K. I was just clearing up that I did not. And the live wasn't even supposed to start like that. I just left that live because you couldn't get a word in edgewise over there. And then I came over here and the same shit happened on my page. Did it get out of control? Yeah, I'm sorry for that. It's hard when people are talking over each other and you can't understand. I get it. But that was not a setup and an attack on W. And you people who think that have no idea what's going on.
and that's the problem. You know, people are making assumptions and they don't know basically what has actually been said. And they're not willing to listen to hear that when you and W started speaking, you made it very clear this was not an interrogation.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Her and OG talk. So I wasn't letting people on the panel that I felt like were going to, so to speak, attack her. There was a
I,
lot of people trying to get a box yesterday.
I agree with you 110%. I'm going to stand 10 toes down beside you because right is right and wrong is wrong.
And that's exactly it. Andy, are you in this chat still?
Hi.
Good
First time
morning.
to talk about you, Psychobunny.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm a little bit lost. I don't know what you're exactly talking about. The subject right now. But
We're talking about the 20K GoFundMe and how I didn't support that. And people
what?
took that as I did not support
You only
W.
had a 20K refund me? Who's doing that?
It was the it was the 20K GoFundMe for WTF.
No, she's not like that. Oh, do you think she is?
I think my money needs to stay in my pocket, is what I think.
He's like, I don't have no money to support. I'm disabled. I don't have no money to support anybody, right? If you want to show your shit on your private page, go ahead and show it. I don't even care, right? I'm damn 55 years old. Let me finish. I had a breast lift, a tummy tuck, an arm tuck. I look pretty damn good for 55 years old, but I'm gonna be showing my shit on your private page.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on with my boxes here. I can't see Chrissy in the panel. I can't see this person that's up here on the panel. I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's way off track. What the focus of this is that I do not support the 20K, and people know that.
Okay.
I do support her getting justice for what they are doing to her because I
Right.
don't condone.
Because they're trying to put her pictures out there and that. I totally understand that.
Okay, look at it. So I don't condone the 20K or the behavior that they're doing, and that's just my opinion. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to bully her in any way or stand against her. I'm standing against a 20K GoFundMe, and that should be okay. That doesn't mean that I don't support her getting justice. And
I'm totally with you.
I don't know how many times I have to say that, or I don't know what I need to do to make that make sense.
Nope, you know how I feel. I don't support that either. None whatsoever.
Kat, I'm trying. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where my mods are. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Like me and my 55-year-old age.
It is what it is. I do not support that GoFundMe, but I do support her getting justice. I think them being arrested for what they've done would be great.
I think that we all do, and I think that got lost. I only have a couple minutes, and then I got to get back out into whoever can hear me. Psychobunny is very black and white. I have not seen her falter on pretty much any of the things that she said. We all are allowed our own opinions, and she also is not the patron fucking saint of TikTok. Do not go to her looking for affirmation, nor do you go to her looking for her to bless you.
Oh, this is her no, don't do that. I'm fucked up. Don't do that.
I don't think that that's fair to hold you to some higher standard on here that you're, TikTok's fucking babysitter. You're not anybody's babysitter. You have supported, and you supported the girl since the beginning, and she's a fantastic friend. But I'm sorry, my friends, if I'm fucking up, I want somebody to say, "Hey, you're fucking up." If I need to be supported and lifted up, same. But
pause. Hang on, Saint Psycho, shut up.
Who said that? I swear to God, you people, stop it.
And after that live, I felt the same way I did before that live, and I told her I think that I can't get behind this 20K. So I don't know why people are freaking out at the fact that I'm not in support of it. I would never bring her on my panel to attack her. OG and her speak outside of there. I thought she was pretty safe. Chrissy's almost always on my panel, and she talks to W as well. So I didn't think that I had anybody up there that was. When Nicole came in the room, I didn't even know she was in the room. I was asking people, what's her screen name? Nicole's in here. Boom. All of a sudden, Nicole's in a box, and she is screaming.
Oh, no, yesterday?
And that was that.
I also
would have been in that
people,
situation had she shut up long enough for me to know what was going on.
I also think that some people are under the impression we co-sign things. If we were going to co-sign something, we would announce that.
You'd know, yeah.
I don't co-sign anything unless you see me directly say it.
And I realized that it had taken a left because I thought our conversation, and even with what you were saying, when you told her directly to her face, because that's what friends do, she said, "I respect that you feel this way." And I still feel that way. Like, I feel the way that I know the behind the scenes. If Villain is saying that there's shit behind the scenes that's bad enough for there to be charges, I say let that play out. To me, there's no sense. What's the saying? You can't get blood from a stone. So why you would try and do something that way, that doesn't make sense to me. If you want to do it, it's kind of up to you to adult. Well, for everybody else, what they do and what they say.
Lower your expectations and you won't be so fucking disappointed. Like, I am human. I'm a person. I do not. Andy is my friend. I've met this person in real life. So if I want to loan Andy money, that's between Andy and I. If I want to give Andy money, that's between Andy and I. People are coming to me and they're saying, well, what about Andy? First of all, this isn't my job. I don't address this shit. When it comes out, I speak on it. And second of all, I don't appreciate having to explain what I'm doing with my personal life on TikTok. I don't see Andy and Villain or Lolly or Chrissy. I don't see them the same as I see other people on this app. I've met them in real life. I don't condone getting money off the back end for anybody. I don't condone that shit. And you can ask Andy if he's in here still. He'll tell you. I've told him. No, he'll tell you I've said these things.
You've been pretty consistent. You really haven't wavered. She really is a black and white type of person. If right's right, wrong's wrong. And if she feels some way, then I didn't realize that Nicole got in. That's where things could, I can imagine.
I didn't know what her name was in here. I didn't know who she was. I think I seen a not that Nicole maybe. But it was going so. She came in and was on the panel and yelled something and was gone just in a flash. Bye. And I was like, well, guess that. Wow. I wouldn't have let her just sit on the panel and trash W. If she would have came in like a normal person, I would have asked her, why in the fuck do you
responsible for anyone's behavior but our own? And I cannot support something that I don't agree with. And that's where my loyalty lies within myself.
Yes. Shelly, I don't know how people can share those. I don't support. No, that's the whole argument or the whole need for it. But I just don't think. I think 20K is too much, and that's just my opinion. I understand legal fees are expensive, but I still stand on if you can't afford to do it, don't do it.
Needs and wants.
Can I just say, Beans, I don't know if you're talking about the app or about
the app. She was responding to me. I'm at work, so I just want to chime in really quick, and then I have to drop. Thank you, PB, for letting me up.
I stand on the fact that I feel like too many people are way too invested into a social media application, and it seems like people no longer have personal lives anymore, and that's sad. But I want to reiterate to everyone what the definition of social media applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking. Nothing that's happening right now is content. Nothing that's happening right now is social networking. Social media was implemented for entertainment. It was implemented for small and large businesses to participate in social networking. It was implemented for people to meet others all over the world. People have taken social media and turned it into this sick, twisted reading off of the real world, and it's gross, and it needs to stop. Period. The stuff that people have done to WTF is gross, but at the same time, I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to leave it at that. Everybody just needs to stay tuned because there's a lot of missing puzzle pieces. A lot of people, nobody in these boxes, but a lot of people are going to feel and look very silly at the end of the day. Everybody just needs to step away. Take a break from the app. If you are this invested to where you are coming to PB and questioning what she does and doesn't do with somebody that she has built a legitimate friendship connection with, meaning Andy, you are too invested. $20,000 that honestly will eventually lead to $100,000, $200,000, because that's how cases like this work. You have multiple people involved. It's plain and simple. If you
It's not though. People want to sit in that gray area so badly.
I know, and it's ridiculous. But that's what tells me, PB, that they have to have something to hold their attention, something to hold their engagement, because clearly they don't have enough to do or enough going on in their real lives, and that legitimately makes me sad for people. I will never understand it ever.
Life's too short to be concerned about people that you're never going to meet. Met that I will continue to be a part of their lives, and two of them are here. And I just think that if you wouldn't sit with them at a Dunkin' Donut to have a coffee, and you're that vested in what they're doing,
I get that. They put it out there, not our fault. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff that's being said and done that people on the app you're not seeing and you're not hearing. People are way too invested, way too invested. There's a difference between watching the shit show on social media and getting so time you go to bed, if you go to bed, stalking the situation. It is wild to me. Wild to
And
me.
I said this yesterday, and I'm always on the outskirts, and I feel like I always get half the information, but I know that there's a shit ton. So for people to be passing opinions on things that we don't even really know about, it just seems it's so ridiculous. She's not the patron saint of TikTok. She is not patron saint Bunny or patron saint Psycho that you don't hold yourself to. And I hope you all have a great day. I got to go do real life, and I love you. So be kind to each other and to yourselves. And I'll
Yeah,
catch
tell
you.
us guys happy birthday today. Today's her birthday. What it is when we say that tomorrow is not promised, how literal it is when we say you never know what's going to be thrown at you the next day. Let me explain something to all of you. I've had my fair share of health issues since 2021, and it seems like every time one thing gets figured out, something else happens. Absolutely. And if it is something, do you people have any idea how fast things like that progress? It's scary. I am 34 years old, and never in a million years did I expect to have a biopsy on my lung to determine if it's cancer or if it's scar tissue or what the hell it may be. Focus on your real life, because you don't know how long your real life is going to be there.
Thanks for coming up, but I agree. I can't keep coming on here and justifying what I did because some YouTube comments pissed me off. I didn't run W off this app. That is wild that people.
You're nothing but a friend.
Yeah, I don't support the 20K. As far as this person, as far as whoever this is messaging me about this other shit, I don't know what it is you want me to say or do, but you let me know and I'll do it.
Facts. And y'all, I don't want pity. I don't. I appreciate the prayers. I'm focusing on the positive a lot in life. So it very well could be scar tissue. I don't say that because I want anybody to feel sorry for me. Please don't. I say that because it's true. We don't know what is right in front of our faces in the near future. We don't know what the next day holds, and people need to take that more seriously. But I'm gonna drop. I have to do real life shit too. I'm at work, so I need to get back to being an adult. But I love you guys. I hope that you have an amazing day, and don't let them dim your life, because they don't deserve that from you.
Thanks, Raggedy.
thank you, Raggedy.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I see.
At the end of the day, don't give your money away. Period. End of story.
What do you mean, call everyone out? What do you want me to say about him?
You're not awareness. You're just Bunny living a psycho bunny life.
I don't call everyone out. I called out Dawn for it, and we all know that specific reason as to why that happened.
So Grace, do you know you're up here, sweetie? I'm guessing she didn't.
My whole life, because I'm gonna have to end because it's not.
I don't think you choose sides in anything. You
Hold
stand
on.
on what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
Well, I tried to. What's up, Snarkers?
Better?
Yeah, you're up here.
Yes. All I've said to you is if you're going to call people like Dawn out or call people like Kelly out about
I'm listening. I didn't call Kelly out about the money. That wasn't what that was. I said I didn't agree with it. I've also
right,
said
on
that
a
I
live
don't agree with
platform,
Andy.
which is
No.
already being through hell.
I've also said that I don't agree with Andy getting money on the back end. I've said those things publicly.
Absolutely.
Yes. But there's some things that you haven't said publicly, Jen.
Well, why don't you just share with the class what that is?
How many times did you call me upset because you feel like you're being used for money or money?
And that's his business.
Right?
That's not for Bunny to do.
I did call you as a friend upset, confiding in you that I did feel unappreciated about helping Andy and me feeling underappreciated.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? My point is, what Kelly's going through. I've seen a lot of evidence, and I know you've seen quite a bit of it. Can you imagine having a strange man show?
You can fuck off, Snarkers. The fact
At the
that I
end of the day,
confided, no, fuck that. The fact that I confided that shit in you and you just came out here and outed it on panel when we're sitting here texting.
keeper, the last I checked.
Yeah, I cannot fucking believe you just did that, but fuck you and fuck that. Yes, and I shouldn't have said share with the, I shouldn't have said that because you sure did. Yes, I have not appreciated. I sure have. She's not the only person I've complained to on feeling not appreciated, if you're wondering about that. Becomes unrealistic. As my friend to call and tell me, I'm not going to go online tonight, I have things to deal with. Short version. I say, what is it you're dealing with? Well, nothing. I got a guy coming over to look at my truck. I'm going to sell it. Well, I guess if that's what you need to do, that's a good idea. And you can get money out of it. And you can take care of everything. At least you can walk back and forth to where you're working at. Yeah, I'm selling it for $200. What the fuck? $200? Okay, so what is that? What would you say if you were his friend? No, man, you're not going to sell your truck for $200. Let's just figure something else out. It's that kind of shit. And I've helped with everything from the electric bill, rent, food, all of it. And I feel like, I don't know if he's already spent this money up for this job or if the guy hasn't paid him in full and it's that kind of half-assery. That's not how you run a business, or it's not how my husband runs a business. But I just feel like he's not, doesn't get enough from this business, even when it is in the summertime and he can work good. Is he getting enough to actually live? And if I'm being honest, then I'm saying I think that this is somebody that's, you know, saying I have this business and I make enough to get by, which I understand, but is it really enough to get by with two girls who use toilet paper in the home every time they go to the bathroom? You know what I mean? Like, it's different from a bachelor to take care of two.
And that's your friendship
But
with
thank you,
Andy.
Starkers. Thank you for showing your fucking character, because that was shitty. That was fucking shitty. I have complained to you and confided in you. Are you going to tell everything else? You want to come on here and you want to talk about my abuse I confided in? You fuck you, man.
I think what
In your fucking face at some point. Please believe that.
And at the end of the day, not everybody is going to do that, Bunny. You know that. It's just there's certain people that need the clicks and views.
Snarkers, I have given you money. Let's talk about that shit. We ain't gonna talk about that. You didn't come on here and say, hey, I got thrown some money for all the fucking work that I did on that shoe for that. I gave you money for that. Maybe it wasn't enough, but I've donated. So you've been given money on the back end too, but I didn't come on here and mention that shit.
And I think as with everybody that's here, one thing, never ask your friends for money.
Ouch, Snarkers. Fucking ouch.
Friendship should
You didn't ask, and Andy didn't ask for that penny either. But I could easily say that you telling me your financial hardships was you dry begging to me. I didn't do that. That was a bitch fucking move.
I agree, Raggedy. Take a breath.
Do you have anything else you want to use against me that I've told you? Is there anything else you want to throw out there?
I'll die on you. In the end of the day, what I won't do is I probably will never ask you for a penny because I respect that friendship.
Wow. You and W or me and W ever fucking were, and look what you just did. Yes, I confided in more than one person about not feeling appreciated when it came to me helping Andy.
Your friend. It's like, why are all these people just dumping everything that other people say to them? There's a level of boundaries. It blows my mind.
You yeah, well, you have left me speechless. Get the fuck out of my room.
Unfortunately, our definition of friendship and others
Don't block
are
her.
not.
Snarkers, leave on your fucking own. No, do not block her. Don't block. Get the fuck out of here. I confided shit in you I never thought you'd bring to panel. And since you decided to do that instead of speaking to me on the back end, you can go fuck yourself. Phone number, and y'all were trying to hook up and whatever in the fuck. You were trying to do that. You didn't say shit to him. Did you come out here and blast him? You want me to do it, right?
That's not your job. That's not your job.
Sometime, you motherfucker. Fuck you. I cannot believe. Fuck you.
Deep breath.
Fuck this app and fuck these fucking people that you think. Goddamn, I've confided in so many fucking people. There's no telling who's fixing to say what I've told them. Fuck
Remember,
that sometime shit. I don't need people like that in my fucking life, Snarkers.
no,
You
and
deserve
remember,
better.
nobody's your friend on this app.
Oh,
Remember
I don't give
that.
a fuck if I'm pushed.
Hey, Snarkers, you want to come up here?
You did
This
say
is
that you didn't
wild.
want to hook up with him, and that's how that died out. That you didn't like what you were seeing in him. I'll give you that. You did say that, but you were talking to him on the back end. You had information you could have come out here and gave.
Keeps things in confidence.
I never would have confided anything in you if I would have known you were going to do that, Snarkers. You have to know that. You're involved in gathering all the court shit. That's why I gave you the money, because you had spent your time. Message me back privately. You didn't have to come on panel and do that. You didn't ask for the money because you helped do all that, and Ryan helped do all that.
Friend wants to come clean my gutters. I'm like, I need to pay you, or you will not get on that ladder because that's.
And I said, share the class. Share with the class. I probably wouldn't have said that. I didn't think you were going to tell people about our private conversations. I just didn't. I should have known, but I didn't expect that.
I just want to let you know I love your face.
I love you too, OG.
Have a good day. You know I love you.
I love you too. You have a good day too.
But you took it.
Case. I
I wanted her to feel like she had done it for something. It may have just been $50, but at least it was a thank you that I appreciated you doing that. That's why I did that. Trust me, if I'd known now. She didn't
Accepted it.
expect anything for it. She did. I don't think she knew I was gonna. She was, I'm sure, surprised when I gave her the money for it. It wasn't a. I just was saying, fuck Jody. I just was saying thank you. I appreciated what you did. That's all that was. Nobody's reading anything.
Paid the honor guard with a Dunkin' Donuts gift card. They owe me something now. That's not how it works. When things are done and you give from the heart, it's given from the heart. Period. End of story.
Wow. Yeah. My heart has gotten me in fucking trouble. That's what it's done.
It just blows me away.
I'm not acting like you asked for it. By no means. Let me reintegrate. I gave you that money without you knowing it was coming or expecting it because I was trying to show I appreciated you taking. But you act like I've not been just as giving with you. And that hurts my no, that's not what hurts my feelings. What hurts my feelings is that you said, how many times have you come to me? And I never would do that on panel with that. Why do I care?
I just don't know
I would
anymore.
really appreciate you just leaving my room, Markers. This is wild. I just would appreciate you going. What's the point now, right?
At what point does it become transactional? I just don't understand friendships being transactional.
I don't think that it was, my friendship was not transactional. I was simply giving Snarkers money for helping with the fucking file that Andy took to court. She put time in it, so, and it wasn't a lot.
I didn't hear you ask about monetary gain. I mean, it was just thrown out there.
Why are you still in here? I've corrected it. What do you want me to fucking do? I've said she didn't ask for the money. I gave Snarkers $50 because of the work that she had put into the file that Andy took to court. I thought she should be compensated a little. It wasn't much. She didn't ask for it. I see move. It's happened, and it is what it is. If you would like to drag Andy up and down this app, you go right on ahead. I have told him how I feel about things. It is not my job. I did not come on here and drag W up and down the app. And never said she was a fucking scammer. I said I didn't agree with the 20K. You're twisting my fucking words.
You've always stood on what's right is right and what's
Say I should not have said that. I shouldn't have asked you to share with the class. I had no idea. Had I been you, I'd have said, you don't want me to do that right here, or however. I didn't know that you would fucking say shit I confided to you in a phone call that was between you and I. How was I don't have problems taking accountability. I've never had issues with saying, yes, I've done that and apologizing if it's wrong. But
at the end of the day, you have
a conversation. I don't understand what your gain is from this. Yeah, I've given him money. I have. I don't think one person on this app is shocked about that. Yes,
your personal business.
Helped him with money. He was given $600 by Dory to fix that truck. He was given money by Dory. People know that. But if I would have known that our private conversations were going to make it to fucking panel, I would have just had them here.
I just think that what your checkbook has in it is none of my business. Wait.
All I said was that you shouldn't call out someone, but not call out others just because I wasn't calling W out. That wasn't what that was.
You were asking questions.
Even then, I was just stating my opinion that 20K was wild. I wasn't calling her out. We had conversations before. Dawn, yes, I called her out. I think it's wild that other people on the back end knew the bullshit moves she was making when it came to accusing Andy of shit and didn't say something. I think it's crazy that Dawn gets to sit on here after running awareness. I just was saying how I felt about the 20K. I wasn't dragging Kelly for it. They were just giving my opinions. I don't know where the hell Andy is or if he's in here, but I've had more than one conversation with him about it. Andy is only on this app was only on this app to defend himself. That's not the reason anymore. But people do throw money at him. I can't do shit about women who are sending Andy their money. I also no longer can call and confide in my friends that Andy doing that's going to get him in trouble.
I just think people have lost the concept of what friendship is. If you call me and you tell me the sky's purple, I'm going to listen to you. Am I going to come on TikTok and say, Bunny just said the sky's purple? No, because what we discuss is our personal business.
No, it's not. Snarkers, what else are you bringing up? Because I'm not going to lie, that has me worried. I've confided in you.
Never just seems like everything turns into content.
Used as ammunition against me. Everything gets turned to content.
And it's again, it boils down to boundaries.
She will tell it all. She won't keep secrets. That's okay.
Is that the difference? You live, you learn.
Some pretty high prices you'd be paying to learn. Wow.
I just think that at the end of the day, she has to look her true colors. Period. End of story. That's on her. That's not my problem.
I don't know, Sugar Skulls. I'm apparently the only one who's this friendly with accountability. I'm just, I don't even know what to say. Run with the same people who've been lying on me for over a year. See, who is that? I don't even know who's been lying on you over a year.
I don't have that much time invested in anybody to know who's running with what.
Same people I've always sat with. I don't understand. Me off. I had no idea. Let this be a lesson and don't tell anyone your personal business anymore. How do you have friends? Then those aren't your friends. If I'm just calling you and we're just talking about the fucking weather, you're an acquaintance. When I'm telling you well, it's my own fault. It is. And I told her to share with, I'm the one who said it. I'm the one who told her to share with the class and she did. So that's my fault too. I'll take accountability for all of it. Don't worry. I got it all. Yeah, yeah, okay. I don't like being around people that I have to be careful with. I don't like fucking with people that I have to be careful with. That you're not my people if that's the situation.
I think what you got to do is keep your circle very small. And
I don't
remember
have a
we had
circle
it,
anymore.
but
I don't have a
remember we
circle.
had this conversation on the telephone.
Yeah,
I
I don't have
said
a
to you,
circle. So
I'm
people
going
just
to out
talk
our
over speech.
conversation. I said to you, people will show their colors, and when they show you, believe them.
Okay, you can sue me. Uh, but I haven't. I've been nothing but good to you, Snarker. So fuck you for that. That was fucking shitty. And I would never do something like that to you. You're telling me, and that's what you said, that you can't come on here and out all these other people and not out Andy. I didn't out W. You're confused at what happened here. I did drag Dawn, and I'll continue to do so. You don't get to go from awareness to scammer and act like that doesn't happen. These other people on the fucking app in this community, though, aren't making it hard. They give Dawn. I never said she was scamming. I said 20K wasn't okay. I said Dawn went from scammer to beggar. Why didn't you call me like? Because you came on my panel and outed your shit. You came on the panel and did that instead. I didn't call you because I wasn't alive. It was wrong of you to come on here and do that. You don't have to take accountability for what you just did, Snarkers. You don't have to. Like I said, I'll take all the accountability.
Actually, you
No, I was responding in this live to some messages she was sending me and asking me what it was she wanted me to do. And I still don't know what it is you want me to do. What is it you would like for me to do? Tell people? Well, you did. You told them. Psychobunny called me numerous times and she was upset and felt used and I'm going to say not appreciated, but whatever, that she felt used and all. No, I didn't say who those messages were from, but she knew that they were from her.
and you are the most honest and good-hearted person that I can testify to, that you would go out of your way to make sure people are happy.
Man, I
And
was speaking to being genuine and honest. I was confiding at you with how I felt. I can't believe you fucking Snarkers. Wow. Could you have gone about that a different way where you didn't like fucking. No, it's fine. Share with the class, and I'm glad that you did. I hope that you feel better about the situation now that people know Andy's gotten money from the back end. And
but that's his
I
business.
felt underappreciated in our relationship. So
Nobody has the right to look inside my checkbook. Nobody has the right to ask me where I make my money and how much I make.
couldn't you have called me instead of discussing our? You're right. I could have. But I'm going to go ahead and flip that right back to you. Instead of sending that initial message that you sent me today, why couldn't you just wait and call me and be like, hey, I don't agree with this? Why didn't you just say, hey, I'm about to come in your live and come on panel? And why didn't you do that? What does it matter at this point? What has happened? Stay tuned. I'm sure there's more to come on the bullshit. But I wasn't calling out W on 20K. That's not what that was. And I had a right to do so. And now Dawn's saying people from this side are asking for 20K, so what the hell does everybody care what she's doing? And you know what? She's right. You're not doing that. You say whatever you want to say. You didn't need to come on here and say things that I had told you just between you and I in a phone conversation, but they probably weren't. They were probably recorded and played for someone else, right? That was a bullshit move. I wasn't outing these other people. I wasn't attacking W. I wasn't outing her. I wasn't saying, I just said that I thought the 20K was fucked up. Okay, Snarkers. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Whatever makes you feel better. I'm not going to fucking argue with you. I'll
At
take
the end of the day,
accountability for all of it. It was all my fault. And I'm
you know
sorry
where you stand.
to the chat.
You know where you stand.
Yeah, I do. And it's that disappointment on this app that gets me more than anything, is seeing where you stand with people that you stood beside.
It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
Tomorrow, what Snarker's talking about you on a live. It is what it is.
You always take accountability in everything
I'm not
you
afraid
say.
of accountability. You have me fucked up if you think I'm not woman enough to say I was wrong. And I was wrong to confide in people I should have never confided in. I was wrong to trust people. I'm not coming on this fucking app and dragging Andy up and down it for getting money. If that's what you're hoping for, it isn't going to happen. Does Andy know how I feel? Yes. Does everybody else on this app know how I feel about that? They should by now. I've told Andy myself. It will come back and bite you in the ass. That's what happens on this app. Nobody's your friend. They'll send you money and whatever. And then after that, and it's not Andy asking for the money. It's people just sending him this money. Does he return it? Probably not. Does he use it? Probably. I don't know. You want to know what? He doesn't talk to me about it because I get pissed off and lose my shit about it.
And again, that falls under, you have no right to look in someone's bank accounts.
I've told him. But I've also went to people on this app that I thought were my friends and told them how I felt about situations. I absolutely have said that I felt underappreciated and used by Andy. Just how could he not this or not that? Or after all I've done, I would think that he would share information with me. Why am I finding it out from the back end? I mean, I'll sit here and fucking take accountability. But he's not like everybody else on this app to me. And it's different.
And people should respect that you have a friendship off the app.
I can't say what I want to say right now. I can't. I could, but I'm not going to, because that only fucks something that I've worked really hard to build, and I'm not going to do that for TikTok. I don't care. Snarkers, that was saying that wasn't the case. I don't care if she unfollowed me. I didn't do shit. She should never have come on here and said what I said to her. In
With Andy, I take you for you.
Posted a vehicle about
Andy is Andy.
never asked for money. What are y'all talking about in this? Snarkers, what are you talking about? What is going on in this chat? Who are you fighting with? Yeah, I don't care about those things that she's done. I met Snarkers on a different whatever, and we talked, and I thought that we were friends. I got to stop doing that.
90% of my conversations, I will pick my brain because it's nobody's business.
Why is this chat going crazy? Simply just me. Good morning. If I were you, I would just turn around and leave. Sugar Skull said I have scammed, and others say I asked for money for a vehicle. I don't know anything about all of this. I just want to tell you that my problem is that I can't believe you came on this app, and when I said share with the class, your response was, I got to give it to you, though. You did it, though, didn't you? You was honest and said it with your whole, just call you and confide another fucking thing in you again. I promise I will not burden you with my shit.
You bitch. I mean, I bitch about all kinds of things. You know what I don't do? I don't put my bitches on TikTok because it's nobody's business. I don't put my bitches on TikTok because it's nobody's business.
You're right. I shouldn't have said, and I'll take accountability for that as well. I shouldn't have said anything about what you were messaging me. You just had me so frustrated because you're pushing for me to do something that I don't even know what you want me to do. You want me to come on this app and tell people that I didn't know that I felt underappreciated and a little used. But you cleared that right up. You asked me one time. Never mind. I'm not doing it. No, I'm not that person. Anyhow, that's how I feel for what I did. I take accountability for giving money. How do I say that? Well, yeah, I take accountability for giving that money, and I pushed it on him. Andy has only asked me. Well, we're just going to do it then. Andy has only asked me for help one time in the 6-7 months that I've known him, and I sent him $15 for cigarettes.
That's no one's business.
Oh no. It needs to be everybody's business, right? Because what we do on the back end, it's not fair back here. Everybody doesn't put everything out there. Not everybody knows. He's only asked me, and he said, "Do you think I can borrow?" And he only asked me one time. I think in 6 months, for somebody that you're trying to, I've done it to him on a just because. I've done it for him because I knew that maybe there was a bill that needed to be paid, and that's just what was on my heart to do. Just like it was put on my heart to compensate you for your time and what you had done. I don't see those things differently than each other. I did call a girlfriend and bitch and moan. I did do that.
I think I bitch and moan to most of my girlfriends. And know what none of them do? They don't bring it to TikTok.
Help one time. The other times I have gone around him, basically, to put money in a situation that was helpful for him. But when I see a friend struggling, Silent Eyes, you're exactly right. I've given a lot of people on this app money. If I should be drugged for anything, it's for giving people money on this app.
You're
Go
overly
ahead.
kind.
Like, go ahead. I deserve that one. I'll tell you that because I've spent, since I've been involved. But Andy and I are friends, and we have real spats. People don't see them because you see them, you just don't realize you're seeing them. We have real spats. He's made a video for me, everybody.
I think your relationship, friendship, whatever you call it, with Andy is your business. It's not mine. It's not Stalker's. It's nobody's. If you vent to me, I will.
And if I didn't see that coming from any fucking buddy, I didn't see it coming from you, Snarkers. There was a different way to go about that. There was a different way to handle that. You put it off on me, though. I'm going to take the accountability for the fucking both of us. Don't you worry. I wasn't calling out Kelly. Her and Dawn are two completely different situations. And if you think that people don't know what was going on or is going on with Andy, you're stunningly misinformed. People talk all over this fucking app. Eyes are everywhere. We have argued. Sugar, sure, yeah, we've been into it. Tell these people. We've had our battles. We talk them out. We get over it. We move on. But what we don't do is come to panel and do that shit. And I should not have said, why don't you share with the class? Because you sure did. I just didn't know that it was you were sharing with the class our private information. In hindsight, I would have retracted that statement and said something different.
Things. And when you bring things that are personal conversations, it's very violating to people.
Well, loyalty is one of my biggest things.
And I expect nothing less from you.
I try to keep it real with everybody.
Not only do you keep it real, you'll put me in check when I'm saying something. First one to tell me, shut up.
I've been just as giving. Listen. I don't give a shit anymore. That's where I'm at with it. If I don't fuck with you, then I don't fuck with you. What are y'all talking about in this chat? Loose term on this app. And the whole not real life. And I just don't understand the app, I guess.
I think your heart is always in the right place, but people take advantage of that.
It's not, I just think people are misinformed. I'm not in the business of coming on here and dragging people. That's not my thing. The only reason I did that with Dawn was because she was awareness, and she went from awareness to begging. Lately, she's had some valid points, though. I'm not going to say she doesn't, but that wasn't a dragging session yesterday. I wasn't outing her for that. I'm not making it a habit to go around and be outing people in the app who are getting money on the back end and shouldn't be outing her for that. I'm not making it a habit to go around and be outing people in the app who are getting money on the back end and shouldn't be. That's not the vibe. I mean, that's shit kind of came out that shouldn't have, but that in here. I don't think that. I mean, I don't know what's any difference than giving you $50 because I appreciated something you did versus giving Andy 50, who these people are that are fighting with each other. You're more than welcome to a box. If you never mind, you can't have a box. What am I thinking? You can't have a box. No.
I'm confused.
I don't trust you to have a box. I was talking to
I
in
do.
the chat. I don't understand what's happened down there. I wasn't reading all that. I just know this Snarkers is fighting with people. Snarkers, I can't believe you did that to me, but you did. So here we are. And YouTube is going to have a field day with this, I'm sure. Yeah, enough is enough. I fucking had it.
It's a valid 110%.
I'm always the one taking accountability. Why is that? Why am I always taking accountability for everybody else's fucking actions? I am not teaching my son that he is responsible for his friend's actions. I'm literally, tell me if I'm wrong here. I'm literally teaching this 18-year-old, you're not responsible for Joe Blow, you and other people. You need to think about that. You're responsible for your own actions. You're not responsible for what your friends do. This is crazy.
If you tell me to jump off a bridge and I do it, that's on me. I have the
I'm tired
analogy
of
of
being
if you tell
blamed.
me crap is ice cream, I don't have to eat it.
I don't agree with the 20K. Hold me fucking accountable for that, okay? You can, because I accept that. But you're not going to hold me accountable for shit Andy does, for shit people do to or for Andy that don't have a fucking thing to do with me.
And
He's
that
not
applies
walking
to
around
everyone.
with a fucking cup full of change, just getting money on the back end everywhere he goes.
You know, people have to live with themselves and their choices.
You shouldn't have to think before you speak to your friends.
I'm not saying my friends. I'm saying in general, if she wouldn't have come up here heated like that, I bet you this conversation would be totally different.
It was already heated between us in text messages because I'm saying, what is it you're wanting me to do? And she's saying, I just want you to hold everybody accountable if you're going to hold people accountable. And I'm
But
like,
you're not on awareness page. So
that's not
what are
what
you
I'm
holding
doing.
accountable?
Retaliate for what? I didn't, well, whatever. It is what it is. You do your retaliation, Snarkers, whatever you feel like you need to do there. I was
And
just,
buddy, you need to know people do of your kindness, your thoughtfulness, your candor, you're the best friend that most people on this app could ever have. It's
I
just
think
because one person throws wild shit out there that was said in confidence doesn't change the fact.
my mistake.
In the future, you know now, right?
Yeah.
And you just make that circle a little smaller.
To come on here and just out our private conversation like that to the internet was,
The intent to hurt anyone ever, nor will I. We all have enough hurt in our day-to-day life that I don't need to be adding to that for anybody.
uh, I don't know what to say.
I wanted
She's
my plan.
Snarkers. Wow, you have been a wow. Anyhow, okay. Well, there's that. That happened too. So
My door is always open. You know where I live. I love you.
I love you and thank you. No, I will drive to you, sugar. I just my feelings are really hurt. Like there's no way to play that off or act like that doesn't bother me. My feelings are hurt, Jody, that you did that. I asked for it, so I'm going to take accountability for my part in that. I asked for it. If it stings, it's my fault. It is what it is. But you shouldn't do that to people. I've tried to make it clear the entire way how I feel about, and Andy knows. If anybody knows how I feel, Andy knows. But when Andy and I get into it, or we have words, or we have a disagreement, it doesn't get brought to the app. He may make some silly video, but you won't know it's directed at me if you don't know it's directed at me. Yes, I see you, naked butterfly. I'm not gonna. I can't. I think I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't bring that shit to the app and make it public because it's just not what you do with your friends.
It feels like a betrayal.
I do feel betrayed. I don't know. I have this just real crunchy feeling. I just have. I don't know. I'm just shocked. I think.
And your feelings are valid. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they don't have your best interest in mind. And I'm sorry because I really need to load my gift box. So if you get that.
That's it for me. That was the nail in the coffin for me with this app. I mean, you got to be kidding. I am moving forward. I don't know what to say about any of that or how to. I don't think that was a good move. I just don't think that was a good move. I'm yeah. Sorry, I was reading comments. I've had it with this app. I'm done trusting. I'm done. I'm done. And this is twice in a week. Oh, yesterday and today. I don't even know how yesterday happened. Again, let me reintegrate for those who just came in. I support W getting justice in what has been done to her. It's wild. It's vile, and those people should be held accountable. Just my opinion. I thought we were having an adult conversation, but people didn't take it that way. I thought we were having an adult conversation, but people didn't take it that way. Cubby, I agree. Think that, I mean, boss liars just, you can't fix stupid. If she's going to keep doing it and racking up charges, then that's her business too. The 20K is W's business. I just voiced my opinion on it. I'm not an awareness page. I was just saying what I was saying with Dawn because she went from awareness to beggar. I wasn't doing awareness on W yesterday. We were just having a conversation. I'm sorry that I confided in you, but I will never make that mistake again. Yeah, I don't know how hey, Tori, I don't know how it turned. I mean, people were commenting, and she was getting those comments, and she was messaging me, and it was just easier for her to come to the live instead of messaging people. Just
A
blast
bad
it. What do you mean nothing's going to happen, Tatted? I just think 20K is a lot of money for the situation. I just do, and I understand that people think that that's not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things, and that's fine.
It's not affecting me at all.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm okay. Sorry, I didn't come up yesterday because in the middle of the social workers being here for our daughter's adoption, my two
Congratulations.
smoker alarm. Oh, thank you. Our two problem. I think it's confusing, and it is for me. And Chrissy, you were so perfect yesterday at the questions that you were asking because I was screaming at my phone what you were saying. If what they've done is truly illegal, then you would fall under the SVU. I don't want to say the advocate and the funding that comes with it. If you've lost any money, that's all paid back to you. And it's actually paid back through the government. They'll go after the defendant once they're prosecuted. And if they get it, but you get it up front once it's all said and done. So if it is truly illegal what they're doing, the law will handle it. So how she's saying getting a lawyer for criminally, it sounded like she's in some trouble because of this. And now she needs an attorney. That's how I took it.
I just had questions.
Exactly.
And I think as an adult, when someone is to deserve an answer, period. That's the end of my whole opinion on it.
That's how I think too. So that's just my thing. Like if it's truly illegal, then no attorney is going to push a DA to do anything. And the is a civil case. That is a wrongful death case. That's something totally completely different. And I don't know if maybe she was just nervous. Maybe like she says, there's more. I'm just saying I've never seen a private attorney push a prosecutor, a DA to do what.
They would
not
have to
gonna
be
do
a
it.
special prosecutor.
Yes.
And to become a special prosecutor, the DA would have to appoint that party. And they would not be taking a substantial fee from joint to public, if that makes sense.
And I don't know what they're calling into the probation, what they're doing for CPS, but I would just think if you had all this information that it's illegal, you would just show them and like.
I do not believe in anyone calling CPS unless the child is in immediate danger. It's not your place. It's TikTok. It could be a staged scenario.
Exactly. So
Again,
maybe
I'm not here to bash W in any form. I just don't agree with the 20K, and that's okay. Lots of people don't. I'm just the one who said it.
Absolutely.
I just want to ask this, and please don't come after me. Don't attack me. I mean, this is multiple parties doing it to each other. Okay. One person got their feelings hurt. They started going after another, whatever. Let's looking at
Immediately
from an
her
outside
business.
perspective. Yes. So if she was to come out and say, okay, I have this lady pressing charges against me, I need an attorney, would it be the same? It's okay.
I wouldn't support her either. I think when you come to an app, if you are asking for money, there's something wrong. Just my 2 cents. I am not too public for help. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm friends with a gentleman that did my roof. Like he calls me. He called my husband. He comes over. I went to his wedding. Yesterday, your gutters need to be cleaned. I will pay you for that. Because he's my friend and wants to do it for free. I'm not going to allow that.
Yeah, that wasn't ever intended to be a bashing session. It wasn't ever that I was against her. It was that I didn't agree with the 20K, and that was it. That's nothing more. I want her to have justice in what's been done to her.
She should.
I think it should end on both sides, but I'm definitely done talking about that because I did not want to, but I just personally don't.
I just was raised differently. That suffer in silence. That's how I was raised.
I don't know. I want to live in a world where we don't have to do that anymore. But I think there's just I don't know.
I'm just giving you my perspective on how I was raised. Figure it out yourself, suffer in silence. If you
Okay.
have created a raised, figure it out yourself, suffer in silence. If you
Okay.
have created a problem, you have to fix the problem. It's not your job, Bunny, to fix my problem. It's not Susie's job. It's my job.
Sure, cool breeze. I get that, but I wasn't here trying to bash her or the 20K or to get people to not donate to it. That wasn't the case. I just simply said that I didn't agree with it, and shit went crazy from there. I've
I
never
guess we're
changed
not
my
allowed to have an
opinion.
opinion.
I don't know. Uh, Again, let me say it this way: I don't support people getting money on the app like that. I don't care who it is, Dawn, Lori, Andy, W, whoever. I don't know. I no longer care to engage in. I was never awareness though. It's important people know that I wasn't in awareness. It's not my job to come out and out everyone for Dawn for a specific reason.
And there was a history with that. It wasn't like it just came out of the blue.
Right. Thank you for that. The paperwork she was talking about is the discovery on the case against her.
I don't know.
I believe so. I didn't support the GoFundMe. That does not mean that I do not support her in her journey. I'm not the reason that she left the app. I don't think anybody should be getting money on the back end. It is. It has gone way further than I want to be involved in. And without
And you
Bill
have
over here, people are not going to act right.
you have every right to say, I'm stepping back. You're not the TikTok police. I'm not the TikTok police. Margaret's not the TikTok police. People need to take accountability for their actions and leave it at that.
Well, I take accountability for mine. I did call and bitch and complain. I did do that. I did say share with the class. I did do that.
And that's fine. But at the end of the day, you confided in what you believed was a friend that would not disclose that information.
Well, she did.
And now you know.
Yep.
So when you have a moment, you call me instead of calling other people.
Open your wallet at the door. Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess that's TikTok now. I don't know. I'm gonna go. And I'm just gonna not. I'm just gonna not with this app today. I can't.
I'm always here for you. You know that.
I love you. I'll talk to you in a bit. Everybody else, sorry, shit went crazy again. You will
Can
not
we
get
add?
some.
Can we add? Villain left the app because she's moving to Florida, and she said very clearly at the onset of the Victoria thing, when the last episode dropped, she's taking a break. She also very clearly stated she did not support W's GoFundMe, and everyone has the right to take a break.
Yep, and I am on one now. So
Everyone be good to each other for a change.
right, golly, yes,
Kindness is free.
absolutely.
I will talk to you later, Money. I love you.
I love you. Y'all have a